For example, you can see Facebook or you can see YouTube. See, do you think like YouTube is 1 terabyte is enough? No, because 1 hour only they are uploading so many videos. Then might be I can say petabytes. 1 petabytes or 100 petabytes. 100 petabytes of data per day only they are loading. Okay, they are loading it. How they are like getting the data based on that, right? That infrastructure should be strong. It's not like we are like creating 10 threads, our system is gone. No, it's not like that. Their infrastructure is very strong. You can create how many threads you want. For example, our system is there. Our system is nothing but our laptop. If you play some games, what will happen? Your system OS will be corrupted. Why it is corrupting? Because of your I-core processor or like, then what we need to do? That support NVIDIA something we are adding on the supporting of core processor. Then when if you're adding in your system, it's okay. Otherwise, your voice will be, corrupted or your system is won't work due to some reasons. That is, I think, but infrastructure. If you have an infrastructure very strong, you can manipulate the data, manipulate the threading very well. If infrastructure is weak, then we can't manipulate. For instance, in your system, you have a system. You can install some games, do play few days, 1 or 3 days. Then after that, your system will be OS it corrupted due to this reason. Our infrastructure is like not good. Then I don't want to corrupt. Then what we need to do? You have to add a NVIDIA chip or NVIDIA something they'll give. Okay, if you want, you can buy it. Then you can play the games. It won't happen anything. See, that kind of things will be there. It's not like, we are creating a threads. It's very, costly. Not like that. It's based on your system configurations, I can say. Hmm? Okay. Any doubts, team? Good question. Again, who is asking questions? Hey, tell me. I think so. These are very good questions. That is the reason. Sonali, yeah? Or,
Yes,
okay. Good,
Sonal.
good, Sonali. Any other questions, team? Maybe I can jump into the. You can ask, no problem. Any questions? I think yesterday someone is asking something there, like error they're getting. But I think so. Pawan already answered that. See, whenever you're creating an object, class name, reference variable, new class name only. It's not like if you're adding a small letter, it might, give the uh, compile time error. I think so. Pawan, did you answer that, right? Anything is there to answer to me, guys? I think so. Who is asking that? Murali, huh? 1 minute. I'll check him. He is joining this today's class or no? Sunil is asked. Pawan is answered. I think so. Pawan and Sunil is not there. Session. I think so.
No, I'm here. I'm
Ah,
here.
okay. Pawan, thanks for clarifying the doubt. He has any other doubts or like, you already replied it?
Yes,
No, I
still I'm
already
getting
replied.
Okay,
still I'm
thanks.
getting same error. That's why I'm still confusing that one.
Oh, still, can you please? Okay, sorry guys. 2 minutes. Uh, After this
No,
session,
because I'm
maybe
using.
go ahead.
Okay, okay, let it.
You're using?
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
You're using laptop or phone now?
No, Phone, phone, phone. Now,
Oh,
now I'm
okay.
using phone.
Okay. What you'll do tomorrow session, please use laptop. Then do share the
Okay,
screen
okay,
so that we can, clarify that doubt in front of all the guys so that right all can understand. Hmm?
okay. Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Still now come my doubt. Okay. Anyway, good. Okay. Yeah. Now maybe we can jump into the our session, thread session. Then what, we will go ahead with that, synchronization. What is synchronization? Synchronization is a mechanism that ensures that only one thread is accessed at the resource data time. That means what? For example, for example, you want to take the multiple values from some other applications. Then what happens? It simultaneously, if you're taking, it won't accept because some data inconsistency problem will come. Then what we are using in the thread manner only. The thread parallelly you are processing, but it's something is happened. If you're not, if you're not calling sequentially, something else. Then what we need to use? We are using synchronization block or synchronization method. Then I think I already told you what is the difference between synchronization method and synchronization block. Synchronization, for example, public synchronization method get the details and return type may be integer or something you can do. Now you're using a synchronization. You're using 100 lines of code or 1000 lines of code. Then entire lines of code until unless completed, all remaining threads will be waiting state. Waiting state. You may get deadlock situation. Deadlock situation. Then once deadlock situation comes, what happens? We are not able to move here and there. Then what we need to do? We have to restart the system, or you need to, that kind of scenario will come, right? That is the reason instead of you know executing or waiting 1000 lines code to finish, then what happened? How many lines of code you want synchronization? For example, 3 lines of code. Then what they are writing? Synchronization, synchronized, black, open, 2 lines or 3 lines code here. You can write it and you can use it. That is a synchronization. Okay, synchronization black instead of same example only. It's not like maybe that we can use. See now you want to execute sequentially. I want to execute. This is a thread manner. You can use just here synchronization black. Open. Here close. Then here is class name dot class level lock. Again, this is different way of thinking, but anyway, just just sequentially it will execute. It's not executing parallelly any thread. Okay, that is the synchronization example. I think so I already told you daemon thread. Daemon thread threads are two types, right? One is user thread, second one is daemon thread. What is the daemon thread? Basically, daemon thread. Daemon thread, I already told you, you can execute a background purpose. Then how to set the daemon? Then we can use a set daemon method. You can use set daemon method. How to do that? The thread class, all methods are there in the set class only. Set thread class, set daemon. Daemon, boolean, true or false, you can add it. Okay. This is the daemon thread. Daemon thread is nothing but a background purpose that I'll tell you how to write. Now we have a thread class is there. T dot. T dot. First I check it is daemon thread or not. Is daemon. Is is daemon. Okay. Yes out. All methods are there in the thread class. Now it will print is daemon and maybe stop and stop it. See, false. This is not a daemon thread. It's not a JVM not executing. We are actually JVM only internal execute, but it's not a daemon. How to this as a daemon thread? Then what we need to do? Okay, same thing I can put here. T dot. Okay, set daemon. Set daemon. See, set daemon. True. Now this is a daemon thread. This is a daemon thread. Now if you're seeing, it will come true. See, true. This is the daemon thread. Background purpose. Whenever you're setting daemon thread, it's not eligible for calling any t dot start method and all. But this is not required. Just for whatever I thought you guys that I want to highlight it. That is the reason I gonna teach you guys all the things. You don't need to worry about this kind of things and all. Okay. Now our next concept is our next concept is okay. Now if you're seeing in concepts, this all done and object oriented done, collections done, and concurrency package done. This is a threading, executor framework, and this is actually I'll tell you when you are application. I think so. Java 8 features is pending, and iOS streams also pending. These two concepts
Yogi,
maybe. Sorry.
Yogi, can you please send this document in group because some of the people they're asking
Oh, of
content of
course.
the
Okay, I'll send it. I'll send. I think so. This is my
yeah.
own thing. I'll change it. Okay, I'll change. I'll send it. Okay. This is actually two concepts. Is there. One is production support also. See, if you're going production support engineer, it's there in some other. Okay. But anyway, I'll change it and I'll send you guys. Don't worry. Huh? Okay. Now IO streams. Just IO streams, I'll tell you. After that, file output stream and input stream also. Don't worry. Okay. So, what is IO streams? I means input, O means out. Stream means continuous flow. Continuous flow. I means what? Input. O means what? Output. What is this? Continuous flow. Input, output, continuous flow. IO streams means. IO streams basically in that, using classes file, object, output stream, object, input stream, file, output stream, file, input stream. These are the classes. If you know this IO streams are very easy. One more called serialization. Serialization and deserialization. This is an interface. This is an interface. I already told you Java is very easy. If you know class, interface, abstract class, overriding, and loops, that's it. Because if you're stringing IO streams, do you think any other things is there? File class, 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 interface. See, if you know this concept, know this one. What is interface? What is abstract class? Overriding concept, if you know, you can override the methods. If you know loops, you can loop it. That's it. If you see, for example, thread class is there, thread hierarchy. What I told you, first actually thread is there. Not thread, thread is a class. Runnable interface in interface. Okay, collection hierarchy can go. Object is a superclass. Throwable is a class. Under throwable error is a class. Exception is a class. See, all are classes. See, Java is nothing but a very easy collection of classes and interfaces in abstract class. That's it. And overriding and loops. See, loops don't think like, do, while, for loop. No, this is not used in real time. Whatever I told you, four loops, right? One is what? For each loop, iterator, Java 8 for each loop, and entry setter, key set. These are the things actually there we are using. We are not using do, while, and all. We are using this is faster. This way you have to learn. Don't learn always theory. Theory is enough. Okay, this way, if you know these four loops, if you know overriding, if you know class interface abstract class, you're very good at Java. Very good at Java. That's what I told you. Please, go through my videos. Learn my videos is enough to, you will become a great developer. Don't think like, other sessions they are telling like, threading or collections, they'll tell 6 months or 1 month or 2 months. Whatever the concept I thought, same thing only they are also teaching. But it's taking so much time. We don't want to that. That's what I told minimizing. I am planning to minimize the subject. I told you can take this much value. Or for example, let's go. I think yesterday only I taught you, right? What is a minimization? See, complete build future something is that. How to minimize this? I told please copy paste the data, minimize. You'll get one sentence. That like that you have to learn. So that right. Anyone is asking also, you can tell simple answer and you can get the, they can think, okay, he has a good subject or good knowledge. Okay, anyway, that is later. Now our part is, we can talk about serialization. Okay. Now, after the deserialization, after that file output stream, object input stream. What is serialization basically? Serialization is nothing but serialization. Transfer the data. Transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM, or one server to another server. Okay, one server to another server is nothing but a serialization. Then where to use, when to use in your application. For instance, you are writing a Pojo class. That Pojo class want to transfer the data from one application to another application. That Pojo class should implement serialization. Before serialization, what it is there? This is not required, but I can tell you so that you can understand. Okay? Before serialization, what it was there in the RMI, remote method invocation. What this RMI is there? It has a, for example, before jumping into the RMI, I'll tell you simple example so that you can understand. For example, your friend is there. Friend, you are in Bangalore. BLR, you are in Bangalore. Now you have a old, you bought house. Now what happened? Your friend came to the Bangalore, but he don't know your address. You know your Aadhaar card, PAN number, and all he knows, but he don't know your address. Then how to find your address? Then whenever your friend is very smart, then what happened? Wherever it's going to be, you have to use a register, right? You need to register your house, right? Then first actually what he is going to your register. Then register ID is there. So and so, so and so, So in the flat number, this is the flat number, all will be there in the register office. This register office is the nothing but a register ID. Now what happened? Your friend take the register ID and coming to your house. Your house. Then same RMI also what is doing? I want to transfer the data from this application to this application. This application should remember, right, what I'm sending. That we can use some RMI ID or something. Same thing only in serialization, they're using serialization UID. The serialization UID, what it will do, whenever you're transferring the data from one JVM to another JVM, through the serialization UID they're sending, so that, okay, this is the data is this belongs to. Then deserialization knows, okay, because you know, right, registration, when your friend is going and registration office, this is the ID, this is, then they will get to know, right? Same thing only. When you're doing deserialization based on the serialization UID, that serialization, deserialization know that, okay, this guy is like, belongs to this object. Now, for example, your student have what? Student ID, student name, student address, student which class. This kind of information it has. I want to transfer it to the another JVM. Then what you need to use? Implement serializable interface. Is enough? No. You need to add a serialization UID so that it will transfer the data to the another JVM. And student, for example, this is employee. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Employee salary is the, I don't want to transfer through network because that is sensitive data. Then how to do? You have to use a transient keyword, TRANSient, transient keyword. I don't want to transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM. We need to use transient keyword. Okay? We need to use transient keyword. Whatever I taught you just now, this is what actually we are using in real time serialization. Now I want to read the file, write the file, and manipulate the file data, and all the things we will learn tomorrow in this files. File, file object input stream, object output stream, file input stream, file output stream. File is a class, object output stream also class, object input stream also class, file output stream also class, file input stream also class. What is the deserialization and serialization? Both are interfaces. One more thing I forgot to tell you. Serialization is an interface. It is a marker interface. What is a marker interface? It does not have any methods. That is nothing but a marker interface. But it has some capability. What is the capability? You can transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM. No, no, some people maybe they can't understand. For example, then I can give you some other example. You have a house. You want to sell the house. Then what happens? Yeah, you want to sell this house. Buyer is this buyer. Then one more person is coming, that is a broker. Do you think broker have a capability? Broker doesn't have money. Broker doesn't have property, money. He doesn't have. But what happened? He has capability to transfer the data from one buyer to seller and buyer. Broker is the best example for transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM, real time example. Because this guy information he won't tell to this guy. This guy information he is telling, he is telling to this guy. Now, did he have any methods? That means, like, did he have any property? No. Did he have any money? No. But what he has capability? He has a capability to transfer the data from buyer to seller, seller to buyer. Same way, serialization also doesn't have any methods. Null. That means nothing, just interface. That's it. Then this guy have capability to transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM, one application to another application. You can see same as a broker is a serialization. Our house broker, you can say. That is a serialization. Maybe some people may ask, right? Serialization doesn't have any methods. It's a marker interface. What is the use of this? That's what. That guy doesn't have methods, but that guy have a capability to transfer the data from one JVM to another JVM, one server to another server. Okay. Yeah, this is the what actually today's class. Maybe tomorrow what we will do, we will talk about all the 5 classes and we can write an example. One is serialization example. Second one is what it is called file, reading the file and writing the file. Okay. Once that is completed, you'll jump into the Java 8 features day after tomorrow. Okay. I think so. I'm done. Maybe tomorrow what we'll do, last 10 minutes we will give to the doubts so that they can share the screen and I can clarify on it. Okay. Okay, team. I think so. Thanks. Bye bye. Take care.